Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the 2011 DragonCon Parade, brought to you by, oddly enough, DragonCon, with a large amount of assistance from the Atlanta Police Department and the Atlanta Fire Department. We thank them for their support in this enormous endeavor. When I say enormous, I mean 3,300 plus participants in this year's parade.
That's a lot of participants.
I am joined, as usual, on the parade commentary by Crispy and Ryan. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, sir.
Did you bring your sunscreen?
I am loaded up. I feel like I should be on the beach running in slow motion.
Why isn't this parade at twilight?
Because then it would just be, you know what?
It'd just be sparkles all the way around. All right.
Your planet's yellow sun gives me my powers. So
of course it does, Ryan. Of course it does. The DragonCon videography crew is shooting 3 cameras for your enjoyment on
How many cameras?
Broadcast. Three cameras. We've had our crane cam as we used in years past. We're also adding Steadicam. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Technology from the late 20th century appearing in 2011.
So basically, you're telling me our third camera guy is going to be playing Frogger. He's going to be playing Frogger with our parade.
We don't get points, and we run out of quarters. We only have 1 Steadicam. All right, so looking at the run list, today's parade is going to feature a wide variety of vehicles, including convertibles, also some modified cars, and as you'll see coming up the street, our standard Atlanta Police escort. I can't stress enough how much we like the Atlanta Police Department helping us out with this parade.
We really like them.
They are in the same direct sunlight we are, except they're wearing about 10 pounds more tactical gear.
When you say tactical gear, is it good at playing Risk?
Yeah. We need satellite imagery to estimate the crowd for this thing that's actually watching it from Peachtree Street.
Right.
It's ridiculous, I think, is the word I'm looking for.
I can bring up my tablet, see if we can get live footage from satellites. Do we have our satellite tap working? Let's cut to that.
Wait, no. It was supposed to be on Apollo 18. How'd that work out? No, not good. All right, so let's move on. Did I mention direct sunlight? It is getting a little warm out here. Not only from the direct sunlight, but also the direct exposure to thousands of very eager fans, including all the kids in front of us.
There's a lot of children down here.
There's a lot of children down here.
That's probably the biggest children turnout I've seen right here.
I know, this is great. We're on the main quarter of the parade, coming in front of the Hyatt, so we're going to get everybody as they turn the parade route. This gives you the maximum coverage view of what we've got going on with the parade. We're also here with press like G4, so you should see this show up all over the place.
Thus starts the cheering.
Are you sure it isn't the beer truck again?
Probably not.
All right.
All right, so behind our police escort, you'll hear our bagpiper as usual, and then we've got, about 48. Yeah, it's about 48 parade groups.
It's the largest parade so far to date at just over 3,300 entrants into the parade.
That's because it's our 10th annual, Crispy. We like to do it right.
10? So that means the first parade would have started out with, I suppose...
What is the 10th anniversary gift?
I believe it's Klingon.
It's like photon torpedoes then? That's the
15th, I hear.
15th.
15th, I hear.
Which one's hot lead?
Hot lead. I think that's the 7th.
7th.
All right, police escort. Getting a lot of inspection, and hopefully not writing that woman a ticket for getting right out in the middle of the parade route. No, because he's got a job to do. All right, Jenny Wirtz, as usual, is our DragonCon guest, artist, and also pretty much official bagpiper for this convention. Not the only one we have, just the one that we always use in the parade. It's good to see her back again.
Any idea how many years she's been doing it?
All 10.
All 10.
All 10. And she actually has been playing bagpipes at the convention for more years before that.
This is the banner you're looking for.
It is DragonCon's banner.
Followed by, shortly thereafter, as we can see them coming up. Around the corner, here they come. The group Dragons.
Dragons. We got a couple of dragons out in front of our United States Colonial Marines, aliens, and predators. I like the alien in a tux, very nice. Formal facehugger wearing a Jane hat, Very nice. Xenomorphs. The one time they will walk hand in hand with their immortal enemies, the Predators.
A little less goo this year, a little less goo.
You know, the thing is, you can only see 5 of the Predators. I was reported there were 22 in the parade.
How do you know there aren't?
That's
they're
a good question.
there.
All right.
They're there.
Always watching.
All right, now here we have our Everything DragonCon section.
Everything DragonCon. Howard Hessman and Lonnie Anderson.
The Howard Hessman.
WKRP in Cincinnati is now in the ATL. Howard Hessman riding up front. Coming up behind, Lonnie Anderson. Ladies and gentlemen, Lonnie Anderson in the DragonCon parade car.
And Lonnie Anderson as naturally followed by Bacon.
Bacon.
It's what's for parade.
It's what's for parade.
Bacon is with the Spartans, of course.
Yes, well, this is kind of the everything DragonCon looks like. Or did the Spartans go by?
Old Spice Man, of course.
Ladies, look at your parade.
Now look at him.
You don't look like him.
Sadly, your parade is not me.
But if it were, they would have Edward Scissorhands. And the Dawn. And everyone's
Dawn.
annual favorite,
Ferris Bueller.
the Six Flags guy.
Say Ferris.
Save Ferris, ladies and gentlemen.
It's 2 blocks to Marriott. The sun's up. Oh well.
The Cult of Scott Bakula.
Wow.
Really?
That's a new one for me.
And we can't see that it's censored.
Oh yeah, it's
That
I
is
can't
for-
believe they wore. Why would they
Did
bring
you
that?
see
to-
that?
All these
Wow.
children.
I'm glad we had all that post-production to take that censor block and keep that from being exposed to the world.
Yes.
I can't sleep tonight now.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Brian.
All right,
told me.
what's up with the Stormtrooper in Bling? I think he's lost.
You'll notice his boombox is actually playing some block rockin' beats I hear.
Hip-hop stormtrooper.
Didn't Spock nerve pinch him on a bus in San Francisco?
They were doing a lot of LDS that day.
Yeah.
We got us an elf.
I know him.
Actually know him.
I know him.
That's pretty
We
amazing.
have an abiding dude and more Spartans.
All right, now up to the Spartan section.
The Spartans.
Not exactly 300 of them this year.
No, this is Marta. Greek gods coming up behind. And goddesses. Let's not leave out the goddesses, although I'm not sure about the...
Goddesses.
That could have been a god or a goddess, or maybe just a kilt. I'm not sure.
And now we're down to the young adult literature section.
Yeah.
Classic pieces.
Flying Monkey.
Max.
Yay, Max.
Hey, that's
Is it the littlest Willy Wonka?
Harry Potter is extremely well represented in our young adult literature track.
a homeless man.
He's not a part of the parade, actually. He just snuck on.
That is the most adorable little Oompa Loompa I ever saw.
Wow. Doopity-doo.
Something about a magician.
I've heard,
Young
yes.
magician.
The Queen. Heads may roll.
Off with their high budget costumes.
Young adult literature is taking up a lot of the track here. It's like they had 8 movies or something. I got nothing.
The lion is having a wonderful time.
I was
She's
just
having a
mesmerized.
wonderful time.
She takes pride in her work.
Oh, you ain't lying.
We'll be here all night, kids. Try the veal.
I got a good feline about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know. Feeling catty.
Please stop. Please.
I'll call you later. We'll work this out. That doesn't
Oh,
sound right,
really?
actually. Yeah.
All right. Oh, wow. More mischief managed.
Really? Is this more?
No,
more?
because coming up next.
Oh, Jared?
I see
Yes, and just beyond the horizon of Labyrinth,
Cobra.
Go, Joe.
Yo Joe.
Actually, I don't see any actual
No,
Joe.
Joe, it's all Cobra.
Cobra? All right, we welcome our new Cobra overlords.
Yes.
We thank them for their kindness.
You know,
Although
Cobra Commander's put on a little weight.
They
Or is
could have.
Or is that Rush Limbaugh on Casual Friday?
No. They could have used the weather dominator to get us a little some cloud cover
kidding.
today.
Where is
just
the
over
weather
this one
dominator?
spot.
Oh, because that would be doing good.
Right.
Cobra,
Right,
evil.
right.
So we actually have them to blame for this direct sun.
That would be global warming.
Okay.
Cobra.
Cobra.
Oh, and it has a Cobra logo, naturally.
Okay, here's the Joes.
Of course, Cobra has a Hummer.
They're
Of
following
course.
Cobra. They're keeping tabs.
Right.
Right, keeping them in check.
You know, I would hate to have to take that Bronco through an airport.
You can't just check that on the plane anymore.
We got some classic military following up.
Anyone else hungry for pork chop sandwiches, or am I the only one?
Chuck sandwich. Let's interview Snake Eyes after the parade. See what he thinks about it.
Snake Eyes, playing it up for the kids. Oh. I guess he just wanted that kid's go.
Very nice, Snake Eyes.
All right,
I played
coming up
cards with
next.
Snake Eyes once. That guy would not shut up.
Arms of Middle-earth, Tolkien.
Our Middle-earth section.
Yes, moving quite well.
Feel free, you just elbow. I'll take it. Take it like a man.
One thing I'll say about the Middle-earth folk, they always know how to dress.
I know. They
Maybe
just
not
don't know.
appropriately for the weather,
Yeah.
but they know how to dress.
They know how to dress for 18th century England, not 21st century Atlanta.
Dagger here, as you can see coming down the road. If you're not familiar with Dagger here, we're about to get a good look. But basically, it's full live combat with big padded weapons.
Are they dueling it out in the streets?
They're actually dueling it out in the streets. It's the Sharks versus the Jets, 18th century
Very
style.
nice.
Ye old Sharks versus ye old, well, they didn't have jets back then, so what would that be?
Carriages?
Blimps.
The
Sharks versus blimps.
Oh, yeah.
Balloons?
I never understood that. The sharks are water-based creatures. The jets being mostly air-based creatures. Where would they actually do combat?
On land.
And naturally, in the meet in the middle.
Aircraft carriers.
Ah.
Okay, work that out.
All right.
We thought, and the fight is on. Da, 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 da. Boo-wee. Boo-wee. Keep in mind, this is not choreographed. This is actual duking it
They're
out.
going at it.
It is only a flesh wound, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. There could be only one until the next break in the parade.
I just lost $10 on that fight.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'll buy you lunch
All right,
with your
thanks.
$10.
Thanks.
Crispy! Seems like we're taking a little bit of a break here.
We are. This break sponsored by My Bottle of Water.
Delicious. H2O is a fabulous treat. You know, the thing I like most about water, Ryan,
What's that?
I was hoping you could tell me. I had no clue.
It's the building block of life.
Building
It's
block of life.
Built necessary. You're 75% water. The planet is 80% water.
Are you pulling these facts from the air?
These numbers are 65% completely made up.
There
Actually,
we
no,
are.
I checked that. It's 37.
37.
All right.
In a row. Here comes the Men in Black section, but I think we've been invaded by a couple of random street goers.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Wonder Woman, trying to find her show. It's around here somewhere.
She's gonna be looking for a long time. She should check out BitTorrent. I hear it's there.
I may or may
yes,
not
I know I
have
saw
seen
it somewhere.
the pilot episode.
Men in Black,
Have we
sponsored by
allowed to see the
Ford.
pilot episode?
Can we ask the
Ford,
Men in
you
Black?
will remember that they use this car.
Can we ask the Men in Black to wipe our memory of the Wonder Woman show?
Girls of the Con coming by.
Very nice, very nice.
Multi-genre female
They
costuming.
have 4 girls in the entire convention.
rest of
Odds
the-
are not in our favor.
That's it, only 4.
I just wanted coffee.
You know, you're a little tall for a Yoda,
Ah, yes.
but
look at
still
that.
too short
Looking
for a
good though.
stormtrooper.
Looking good though.
Or is that yogurt?
That might be yogurt.
It might be yogurt. I hate yogurt. Especially the plain. Darth Vader seems to have been separated from his group.
I have a feeling we'll see him again later.
And the Seed and Feed, marching abominables. They are not snowmen. They would have melted by now. They are the popular Atlanta marching band, and we love them so much they have been back.
I was worried he wasn't going to turn there for a moment. He knew, all right.
Classic fake out.
Yes.
The abominables are what happens when fairies get a hold of your marching band. John Philip Sousa, like you've never seen it before, in color.
I don't know how many of you have seen a Mummers Day parade, but this is, since we're about halfway between your Mardi Gras parades and your Mummers Day parades, that's about what that would look like.
I think it's called a Grandmommer's Day Parade.
Hey,
That's right.
that would be Grandma Tarkin.
Yes, Grandma Target. You know, he's gonna turn people into trees, I hear.
Captain Planet and the Planeteers. Making trees, making trees.
It's
And,
funny, he doesn't look like Don Cheadle.
The classic.
Na 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 na. Batman.
Batman.
That man there.
Batman driving that.
As done by William Shatner, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Batman. I love that vehicle.
You know, how has the economy affected Batman? Because gas is not cheap in a rocket-powered car.
No, is he using rocket fuel? He's got to be using rocket fuel, or at least jet fuel.
Oh, wow,
I hear he
that's
swapped to
much
diesel.
higher. Ladies and gentlemen, you just can't get rid of a bomb, but you can get rid of cardboard boxes by turning them into costumes.
I adore them. They're spectacular.
So, what do you put adamantium in a cardboard Wolverine?
I would imagine you would have to
I think you're
corrugated adamantium.
corrugated adamantium.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Green Lantern looking around for his dignity and several $1 billion to pay off the movie debts.
We've got MODOK back there, mental organism designed only for cons.
I see what you did there.
See what I did there?
That's right.
See what I...
X-Men representing. We should see mutations any moment now.
Yes.
A new mutant may rise from the crowd and join the
Dazzler,
parade.
very nice. A lovely Dazzler.
Avengers have assembled a parade.
Now we have a whole corps this year.
The Green Lantern Corps is well represented.
That was way better than the movie and a lot cheaper to make.
Yeah.
Ryan, fill me in on this fairy fellow here, as our local comic expert.
I don't remember the pink lanterns.
Pink lanterns are actually fairly recent. Oh, and marriage proposal, everyone.
Oh!
She has no fear. She will get married.
Congratulations, you two.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is a ring of power.
Indeed.
Nice.
A ring of infinite power.
Let me get a picture of you guys.
They have to keep moving, ladies and gentlemen. Have to keep moving.
The happy
All right,
couple.
here's the happy couple. And Avengers assembles the web series, ladies and gentlemen, as seen on DragonCon TV.
Yes.
Superboy.
Oh, hello. Bonk. Keep it moving, kids. Keep it moving. Superdog.
See the dog there.
You know, standing under a flying dog, that's got to have some disadvantages.
Yeah? Unless he's very well trained.
You can just get a lot of newspapers dropped on you. And bones. Lots of bones.
Captain America encouraging
I know.
us to buy war bonds, ladies and gentlemen. Buy war bonds. And turn your lights off at night. And eat your carrots.
I don't like carrots. Can I have peas?
They give you night vision.
Oh, night vision. Oh, I like carrots now.
And now the pirates.
Pirates.
Why is Captain America not following the pirates?
Wait a minute. Has anyone seen my wallet?
I think it's out there in the crowd somewhere.
My sack of gold doubloons has gone missing.
Doubloons.
Doubloons.
How does
Actually,
one,
sorry, Crispy, I sold those at a Cash for Gold store.
Oh, right.
We needed
How
the money
does-
for the camera.
how does one get a pirate ship to Atlanta?
UPS.
By practicing.
Practicing?
Practicing, I would say.
Okay,
Practicing.
all right.
Wrong joke.
Oh,
You
right.
came in the
Oh,
middle
really?
of it, yeah.
I tried.
Is there
What is that?
It's the Flying
Oh,
Spaghetti
it's
Monster.
our
FSM?
FSM.
We're a multi-belief system, ladies and gentlemen.
I wonder how many new Noodly Appendage followers do we have?
They are all touched by his noodly appendage.
Hopefully, and not by the bumper of the BMW he is riding within.
I have a feeling this is our Disney section. I could be crazy.
You could be crazy, but it is the
what-
Disney section.
What tipped it off there, Crispy?
I think it might have been the fact that
It was the $45 ticket price to watch.
That's what it was.
This group.
$45. You got discount tickets
Yes,
somewhere.
yes, I did. Thank you, Costco.
you should know, sir. Cogsworth, Lumiere here.
Hey, just as a mental note, where's my dresser? Have you seen it?
It wandered off, I think. Wandered off.
Damn. I'm gonna lose my hotel deposit now.
I suddenly feel guilty drinking tea.
You know, I just noticed in the parade rundown that we were given, next to the flying spaghetti monster, the description is not sure how to describe.
I think that's fairly appropriate.
It clearly is.
And here we have Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica. If you like space opera but are annoyed by things like hope and promise, you'll love Battlestar Galactica. But you don't have to take my
Including
word
the classic
for it.
Cylon. I love the classic Cylon look.
So it's like we're traveling through time here, starting with the earlier series.
They're from the
moving up
museum.
to, the Colonial Fleet, a popular costuming group here at the DragonCon.
Was that a victory lap for Rocket Ball?
Yeah.
It's called Pyramid.
Pyramid.
Pyramid,
sorry.
It's on ESPN 8.
Right.
The Ocho.
The Ocho.
Talk about a joke that will never die. I really hope we do get a
So it's a
before I
Starbucks.
die.
It's a worthy joke.
Yeah.
It's a worthy joke.
Game of Thrones.
Game of
yes.
Thrones. Ladies and gentlemen, not everyone in this group at the parade may survive all the way to the
No.
Marriott.
But once you, at first you will dislike them in the parade, then you will grow to like them, and then once you become attached to them, they will die.
That's really sad. Thanks for bringing it down, Ryan. Thanks for bringing it down.
I was just keeping with the Game of Thrones theme.
Coming up next, Crew Shadows Fairies, rarely seen in the daylight.
Everyone protect your eyes. No, really, she loves you guys.
I think she was talking to you, Ryan.
She doesn't, but I can explain.
You should probably explain. That's adorable. The Dread Pirate Rockers catching a lift from Fezzik.
A few dark elves, also out of their natural element of dark.
Yes, yes. Enjoying the direct
I hope
sunlight.
they brought sunscreen. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Actually, what happens when a dark elf gets too much sunlight? Do they turn brighter?
That's a good question.
Well, we'll ask it later because now we're out of time. We have
Only
a
we had some way to go back to the beginning of the parade.
Yeah.
Start
Mr.
this thing over
Fusion.
again.
It's a nice DeLorean. If I say nice, I mean, wait, are they pushing it or does it actually run? If they're pushing it, it's a regular DeLorean. If they're not, it's a nice DeLorean. That's why they made the car out of aluminum and put an extra seat in it so you and your friend could push it to the nearest garage.
That is
Yeah.
automotive design.
Anime coming up next.
In this section, we should see ourselves some excellent cars, I'm told.
Oh, yes. And they did have to specify that Bumblebee is appearing in car form on the rundown sheets.
Ah, because we
Brian?
we wouldn't recognize him.
Do you know the Nyan Cat song?
Speed Racer, Jay! Speed Racer!
I won't get it stuck in your head, but this little guy, this little Pop-Tart has grown in popularity in the last month. It has been crazy. I actually had this cat call my phone the other day and wake me up at 3 in the morning. Apparently he just wanted to borrow some sugar.
That's the biggest animated GIF I think I've ever seen.
Really?
How long did that take to download?
Oh, we're getting Megan Foxed, I think. Yes, we are in fact getting Megan Foxed.
We've been Megan Fox, everyone.
Oh.
So not Megan.
Well, it is a Chevy product, so occasionally you do have to open the hood and make sure it runs.
Guys, close your eyes.
This parade break brought to you by Chevy. Chevy, please, for the love of God, buy our cars. Bumblebee is brought to us by the folks at GMX, another Southern convention. And yes, that's right, we love all of our conventions. And Speed Racer, ladies and gentlemen, that's
Mach 5.
The
awesome.
Mach 5, ladies and
You know,
gentlemen.
I love the presidents of the United States of America. And I'm glad they made a car after their song.
And ladies and gentlemen, that display of American horsepower just cost that man $1.50 in gas.
Yes, yes, it did.
Obviously, we have a little bit of the Whedonverse going
Yes,
on here.
Whedonverse. Grr.
Arg.
Nicely done.
Has everyone been playing Punch Buggy Jane Hat for the con?
Yeah,
this year?
my left arm is unusable now.
Yes.
And I haven't even gone to a Whedonverse panel. See, that's great when you cosplay as Kaylee because you have to take an umbrella with you. It's handy in this Georgia heat and sunlight.
Costuming forethought there.
Works out.
Costuming
It is.
forethought.
The brown coats, however, yeah. Obviously not trying to colonize summer planets.
I don't know. Mackenzie, are you actually recording? I mean, is it recording or you just got it?
I have a feeling this is the Wheel of Time.
It is, and the Wheels of Time go round and round on her roller skates.
Is she gonna bring me tots?
I hope so. Now I want a cherry limeade. I'm you, crispy.
Wheel of Time. The section of the Wheel of Time has almost got on longer than the books, I think.
Yeah, and we got a few random anime bits skipped in here. The Pokemon apparently got lost.
I didn't realize
anime.
Jigsaw was a villain of Wheel of Time.
Robert Jordan creation. True story that I just made up.
Now we're in the gaming section, it looks like, I have a feeling.
Yes.
Well, mine and yours.
Their save point is at the Marriott, by the way.
Ah, naturally.
Yes.
Are they earning double XP right now?
Yes, I think they are. It's a him, a Mario.
90K! Scorpions! Whoa!
Nicely done.
Nice athletics.
He wins!
Wow, that was cool. I mean, he's like really character.
That was a pretty quality, I think.
Yeah.
I was pretty snazzy.
Yes!
You know, I used to be able to do that.
Now he's breakdancing off camera.
Is he?
Okay, he's breakdance fighting.
And our companion cube has made it. It will be incinerated at the Hilton later. Much faster than your previous entries have done
Do
it.
you think he has the orange goo or the blue goo?
Here's the thing, if you're in the parade in Portal, do you actually get to start further up or further back and just sort of show up at the end?
You could go anywhere you want, I would imagine.
That van has candy. And cake.
But it's the Call of Duty vehicle here.
Here we go.
Securing our areas.
He's locked and or loaded.
Those guys know how to clear a room, I tell you.
And they're great at birthdays.
Now, if you're not expecting the parade and a truck of weapons rolls down past your hotel, please do not panic.
You could, there could be some panicked phone calls from
It
that.
could be.
Or you could just be living in Atlanta.
Wow, we got some nice game. Oh, this
That's
gaming
nice.
set is excellent.
Warhammer, do you think they hand painted their costumes themselves?
That little brush detail's got to take a while when you're 6.5 feet tall.
Some amazing stuff.
Witchcraft, heresy, and mutation.
So have we gotten smaller or have they gotten larger?
I shouldn't have had that energy drink this morning.
How many Warhammers do you think there are?
About 40,000.
That's a lot of Warhammers.
That's a lot of Warhammers.
That's a lot of Warhammers.
Yo, what's up?
Team Fortress 2 got by without an area conflict.
Solar, ladies and gentlemen, live action role playing in Atlanta.
Are we having a good time?
Why, yes, actually, I'm having quite a lovely time.
You know, I wasn't having a good time until you asked, but suddenly I realized I was. Thank you.
That was the question that put us over the edge.
The simplest costumes are often the best.
The Angry Birds
Angry
umbrella
Birds.
costume. That is
I
clever.
adore
I
it.
salute you. And download your application.
I think gaming section has really ramped up the quality and quantity this year. I don't think
Absolutely.
I've ever seen this large of a gaming section.
I would
And
call
you know
it
what?
huge.
How long do you think it would take to download this on a 3G signal? So many games. But here's what really happened.
Yes, it is the Clue Gang.
And the periodic table of elements is back.
You know, communism was only a red herring. Everyone pick your favorite element.
I like carbon. I'm mostly made of carbon and water.
Hydrogen. It makes all the other ones possible.
What about Einsteinium? Oh, speaking of Einstein.
Yeah.
There we
Look at
go.
that.
All right.
Nice hat. Take a moment in this parade, since the Bloodmobile is coming up, to talk about the DragonCon Blood Drive. twice award-winning blood drive, who already in the first day of the convention drew in more units than most blood drives do in their entire duration. I think that requires a lot of attention and support, and if you can and you're healthy during this convention, we encourage you to give blood at the Marriott on the atrium level. Please see your information desk for more details. And that's why we've got the Bloodmobile in our parade today.
Give blood, not brains.
Yes.
The simple slogan for a simple cause, but an important cause nonetheless.
Don't want to point any fingers, zombies, but blood is the key here.
Oh, and if you go to the blood drive, hey, free t-shirt.
Who doesn't like free t-shirts?
You can save a life and get a free t-shirt.
Does Beetlejuice even have blood?
Who said Beetlejuice 3 times? I didn't think he was invited.
This should be exciting. These are the moments of the parade that always make this side a little nervous.
Big vehicles coming through, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we have the wide-angle
How
lens and the
wide
crane
is
camera
his turning radius?
to bring you the best shots.
Fantastic.
All right. Doing all right.
And the Joker is serious about you giving blood.
Coming up after this, as you can see, darkhunter.com. This is Sherilyn Kinnon's group.
Oh, Dark Hunter, yes. Another fandom I was introduced to at DragonCon.
Wow, that's cool.
And our Dragon Rider. Featured
staple here at the
years.
convention.
Multiple years.
Looks good, looks good.
Right. Netherworld,
Netherworld is
doing what they do
bringing it
best. Looking
An
creepy.
Atlanta institution. A lot of DragonCon people involved in Netherworld, putting on a great haunted house show. One of the many large haunted houses in Atlanta, deserving of your attention if you like being frightened after paying people a lot of money. But enough about buying gas. Let's talk more about these costumes.
This guy actually gave up a promising basketball career to
He would.
go into the scare business.
Yeah, you have to duck to dunk in that costume.
Yeah.
I always love the vehicles Netherworld brings. These things, they put a lot of time into this, because the hearse, definitely not stock. But also, check this thing out.
Their vehicle this year,
Do you even have a description for this?
smoky and fiery.
Smoke ring
I know who
gun.
Smokey is. Which one's the bandit?
Ah. Oh, and he rode a mechanical horse. Oh, and I see they brought their golem with them.
Oh, check out the back of this thing.
What
Oh
exactly
my
do you feed a golem?
That is incredible.
He wants to rock and roll all night and rock every day. So everybody who sat in the front row for the parade, congratulations.
It's our Walking Dead gang, I believe.
You okay?
You want to come out? Come on this way. You got it. All right. She's a big girl.
Umbrella here.
Umbrella Corporation.
You know, I invested stock in them once.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
You know, not very well.
You know, I had stock in a pyramid corporation once.
Really, how'd that go?
Egypt.
Ah, yes. That actually worked out well for you.
No, well, no, not really.
You got 4 of them, right? How many pyramids? do you have
Yeah.
now?
Apparently I was entered in their lottery. Long story.
I have a feeling they'll last a while, though.
Probably.
Brian, tell me about the locusts.
You know, for the Umbrella Corporation, you know what they don't have a lot of today? Umbrellas.
Oh, it's kind of misleading.
I think their name refers to something else.
Maybe they should join up with Kaylee from Firefly. So far, is the only umbrella costume person today.
There's a few parasols, maybe. Have we had Steampunk yet?
Oh, here come the Ghostbusters in there singing. You gotta sing it.
Mortal Kombat's newest entrant, Freddy Krueger, ladies and gentlemen.
Freddy's been out of work a while.
That's right.
He's been dreaming about donuts. Time to dream the donuts.
So the franchise has really paid off.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, they teamed up with Starbucks. That's why there's so many Ghostbusters on every corner.
You know, I will say that clearly the Atlanta Ghostbusters are some of the finest Ghostbusters around. I have never seen a ghost in Atlanta.
Yeah, you're right.
So they are clearly highly effective at their
That's
job.
a highly scientific theory you got there.
That's
solid science.
peer-reviewed.
Fantastic replica of the Ecto-1.
Maybe the Ecto 5 or 6 or what
I believe
Ecto
there's
we
actually
are
like
at this
4 or 5 Ectos in this parade.
It's kind of like the Enterprise.
Even Luigi here has joined the ranks of the Ghostbusters.
point. Sure.
After
Who are you gonna call?
it?
It's a me, Luigi.
And he can take care of your clogged sink as well
Yeah.
as your ghost infestation.
I never got that power up in Mario to give him that costume. Was that like downloadable content or something?
Luigi Buster.
I think this is the first time we've seen the Statue of Liberty walk down Peachtree.
Well, that's because it's the Ghostbusters. And that happened once. So I was told. And then the Men in Black came by and erased the memory of that.
Like it never happened.
What happened?
Exactly.
Ecto Mini. Excellent.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you saw the costume detail on that. The Ghostbusters are actually sticking out of the Statue of Liberty's crown. That's pretty good.
Well done. Well done.
You know, this is the new Ghostbusters, so the eco-efficient cars.
Yes.
I think one of these cars actually runs on ectoplasm. It's a renewable resource in New York.
Ooh.
Which then puts them in a quandary. If they eliminate all the ghosts, they can't run their vehicles.
But then if they eliminate all the ghosts, they have no need to run their vehicles.
Exactly.
It would be a perfect world where they don't have to drive their vehicle. No, really, there are a lot of Ecto vehicles.
There
in
are a
this
lot of
parade.
Ghostbusters and a lot of Ecto vehicles.
Now this is where you get rid of your haunted woods ghosts. This is
Yeah.
an off-road Ghostbuster.
Right. If you have a haunted cabin, they can take care
Yes,
of that
exactly.
for you.
Perhaps with a severed hand and a chainsaw.
Oh, yes.
See, if they had been around for Evil Dead, that would have been like a 15-minute webisode.
I'm gonna
yes.
call my lawyer.
Are you supposed to be some kind of Russian cosmonaut?
No, the Russian cosmonauts have real jobs. They actually go into space.
Somebody saw a cockroach up on 12.
It's a silent.
Coming up after the Ghostbusters, Legend of the Seeker.
I believe the legend is they're seeking for a new network to carry their show.
Yeah, that was legendary.
Yes.
It's nice of them to come all the way from New Zealand for this parade.
Quite a commute.
And coming up behind them, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Star Trek. This is going to take a while.
Are there Star Trek fans at DragonCon?
I could barely notice, Ryan.
I wouldn't.
Could barely notice.
I didn't know if that was going to be a represented fan base.
I didn't know Star Trek was still popular. I mean, oh, the lone man in the Enterprise outfit.
Wow. That says a lot, doesn't it?
Is that dedication? He might be the most dedicated cosplayer in this section.
I don't think those boots were a Federation issue.
Hey guys, I'm King. Live long and prosper. 1, 2, 3. Live long and prosper.
Amar the Klingon found a job in the parade.
Remember to help control the triple population. Kill them.
Uh-oh. Territorial fight.
Someone must have insulted their mother.
They're fighting over the last wig. They're fighting over who gets the stunt coordinator the next time they plan a fight scene in the streets.
They're fighting over someone insulted the trilobite stuck to their forehead.
No. You're all right. Yeah, you said yeah. All right. Who else was good? Yeah. All right. Yeah. I can't reach that bar.
Ancient Klingon greeting ceremony. The fist bump.
Klingons, the professional wrestlers of the Federation.
Long live the Empire!
I say, old man, is this dazzling section approaching?
I do believe so.
Would this be
alternate history?
alternate history section?
If you dispute the quality of these costumes, I am quite prepared to go to fisticuffs to defend their honor.
I said good day, sir.
Good day. You know, that's the great thing about alternate history, this whole Victorian thing. The worst thing you can say to somebody as an insult is good day. That says a lot about civility.
That is a civil discourse.
Huge steampunk population here at DragonCon.
Actually, quite fantastic.
Once again, a costume not designed for 92-degree heat.
But 10,000 leagues under the sea, however.
You do realize leagues is not depth, it's distance. And I'll explain later.
All right, thank you.
A
I love the
parasol.
prequel to 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea called 6 Feet Under the Water.
The parasol, a good call for a day like this.
In fact.
Batman is steampunk yet using a motorcycle.
Actually, I think that's the honest Dark Knight costume. From time-traveling Bruce Wayne.
Dark Knight. I see what you did there.
Gotham by Gaslight.
Steampunk X-Men, they were very
Really?
popular.
Oh, that's a fantastic costume from what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was 2 years ago. And they've really just grown in popularity nationwide. Daniel Vasquez, he's the gentleman there who's playing Professor X. He's actually donating this wheelchair to a museum because it belongs
Really?
in one.
That's pretty spectacular.
Really?
It is pretty spectacular. They all look fantastic.
It is fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. And wait, no, our camera's levitating. Oh, great. We shouldn't have got it so close to Magneto. Did the tape get erased? Okay, good, we're still rolling. Excellent. I require a cup of Earl Grey now.
Dapper.
Is it some steampunk Watchmen back there? Steampunk Rorschach.
There we are.
And Hit Girl.
Who clocks the clockman, Crispy? Who clocks the clockman?
Remnant, the new premier costume group from Penny Dreadful Productions.
Yeah, Penny Dreadful, professional costumers who have opened the first steampunk retail establishment in the United States. They are introducing a new line called Remnant, which is a world-building exercise for them. There's an entire storyline behind it. That's the thing I like about Steampunk. They typically like to incorporate a good storyline and function into their costumes rather than just, hopefully gluing gears on things.
And if you look closely, you might see Steampunk Boba Fett out of costume.
He is.
I'll give you a hint. He's not in costume. And McCaffrey's Dragon Riders of Pern section. It feels just kind of Rin Fairish, I suppose.
Yes. They're quite fair.
Not just any Fae.
The Fae.
Are you talking about Fae Ray or, wait, no. That's the wrong costuming group.
I'd like to see DragonCon to prepare coming.
The Stargate contingency, not quite the numerous contingency that they used to be, however,
No.
still being represented.
Very large contingency, actually.
That's right. Well, see, Sci-Fi canceled a part of their section of the
Oh,
parade.
that's right. Oh, I'm so sorry. And coming up next, oh my goodness, animation. A lot of our Adult Swim favorites are featured in this. Darkwing Duck with a chainsaw.
Very nice, very nice. I see some Shredder in there, Skeletor.
Is He-Man in the parade today? I don't see a He-Man.
Who was that?
He-Man.
No He-Man. Skeletor must have won. Skeletor won.
I, for one, welcome our new Skeletorian overlords.
Yes.
Brian, answer
Yes.
this question.
Yes.
Are you a brony?
No, I'm not.
Well, then
Bender!
bite my shiny
Bender
metal
is here.
ass.
Hey, Bender, got anything to drink? Yeah, that's
actually
what
he
I
does.
thought.
Wow,
Hey,
that was-
wait, there's my wallet.
Totally, you can tell by the walk.
I hear the end is near, but not the end of the parade. It's the Apocalypse Rising section.
It's the end of the world as we know it in Crispy. I feel fine about this. It's a year early, though.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You think they have the best ride?
Well, the people driving, yeah. I gotta ask a question.
Ask.
Give him a minute to work that out.
I'm impressed that they found an I-95 sign in Australia.
Yeah, so it's pretty useful. Doctor Who Gallifreyans coming up next.
Who are they?
Who
Who?
are you?
The British invasion section.
Come through. I love the fact that even though New Who has been on for 6 series, that the classic Who still gets representation here.
There's a lot of classic Who love.
My favorite part of that is really that the costumes are a lot cheaper to build.
Except the scarf. I imagine that.
Oh, the
gets,
scarf. I actually have a friend who knitted one of those. Wow, that was an endeavor. You know the story behind the scarf?
Tell us the story behind the scarf, Brian.
Is that on set, they wanted to have a scarf for Tom Baker, and they gave the costumer a bag of yarn and said, make a scarf. And she took it literally and thought that they meant to use the entire bag.
Oh.
And she just came up with the pattern based on what was there, and she never really figured out, you know, how to reproduce it. So there was only one scarf for the entire show. The internet has basically come up with the knit pattern for that, just out of found footage and analyzing the show.
That is the miracle of the internet, is that things like that can get accomplished.
And there's a bad wolf on the rise.
If something ever happens to the Doctor Who section of the parade, it's all right. It'll be back.
Well, this is the problem with the Doctor Who section. By the time they get to the end, half of them look different. So it doubles the photo opportunities for the people here.
That's right.
I think he liked his hair. When I found him.
Yeah, that's kind of. Oh God, this is the camera.
Well, he did always want to be a ginger.
Where was I? Oh yes, Barcelona.
The Weeping
There's a
Angels
mini
award-
in there somewhere. Yeah, I think it just drove through a cornfield.
Wow, there was a lot of the silence in the in that parade.
Really?
What are you talking about?
They were really well represented. They
What?
did a great job.
I don't know
Great
what you're
job.
talking about.
They were everywhere.
What was everywhere?
What were we talking about? I don't know.
You have nice hair, Ryan. When all else fails, wavy arms.
Vaguely like a Muppet. Sure.
We're gonna have to do a tape change.
Isn't he a little short for a headless monk?
Yes, quite possibly. All right.
And now here we are. We have gone back to the beginning of the parade.
Wait, that's a different DeLorean.
Oh, you're...
All right, still a lot of cartoon superheroes and comic book superheroes. Another Darkwing Duck. Wow, that's got to be uncomfortable. And now getting into the Halo universe costuming. This stuff has turned out excellent.
I hear they have a great dinner line.
Oh yeah.
Or wait, is that Master Chef?
Oh, that's Master Chef
Master
actually.
Chef.
Gordon Ramsay and Halo. How would that work?
I would watch that show.
There'd be a lot more profanity though, wouldn't there? But tasty chicken.
Where the hell jumpers there? Be pushed into hell! Be pushed into glory!
I'm getting a glimpse of my future down this parade. And I'm almost certain there was a belly dancing Spartan.
Yeah, yeah.
He's packing a pony keg.
Right in front of him is some Indiana Jones, so what he's going to remind you to do is to not open your eyes.
I believe that's a fair.
And also, where's the fridge? Is there a fridge in this parade?
I have to give him this though. He does know how to work it.
He does.
That man belongs in a parade.
Hey, he is in a parade, Crispy. That's why we can see him.
Damn it. It still doesn't work when I
The
do
retired Spartans, ladies and gentlemen.
That's great.
Who watches the gladiator? Who gladiates the gladiators? Who? Hey.
SCA.
The SCA. How long has that organization been around? I would imagine
A long time. I've known about them for 30 years.
See, back when it formed, they just called it the Society.
right.
Yes.
The Society for Creative
Us.
You know, the SCA is bringing the funk, meaning that they're leading our next drum corps. It's unusual for the SCA to bring any funk at all. Unless, of course, it's just from not having soap invented.
Fox Effect really busted a move down there.
There we go. The Drumline is brought to you by the Northview High School from Duluth, Georgia, just north of downtown Atlanta. You know, that is the finest bounty hunter Sith dance troupe I've ever seen in my life. And by ever, I mean that's the first time I've ever seen it.
Darth Vader seems to be composed of
Yellowtail wine.
Apple product boxes
And Boba Fett, I think, is brought to us by HP.
It looks like it. Admiral Akbar is
a mix of alcohol and Whirlpool.
All right.
Which actually described my last trip to the jacuzzi at the Westin.
A mix of alcohol and Whirlpool. Oh, the dark side does have cookies.
They have cookies, but they're made of Wookiees.
Wookiee cookie, everyone.
Wow.
I'll take a Sith Lord's dozen.
Lego Star Wars.
Oh, Lego Star Wars. It's going to slow down the parade, Chris, because they seem to be blocking the next entries.
You're such a square, Brian.
Well, that's why we stick together, Crispy.
You really pegged that one.
Yeah, I know.
Guys, you're going to pieces over this, guys.
I know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we were approaching the end of our parade. Why? Because we're bringing in the Star Wars.
The Mandalorians have a strong presence.
And we're going to start out with our bounty hunting plans. I hear that a lot of the Old Republic games coming out soon are really going to expand the Mandalorian storyline. That should be interesting to see.
I hear they're going to Photoshop Hayden Christensen into every section of the game, though, with a special edition of the game.
Wow.
You would prefer Jake Lloyd?
You have a fine argument. I yield to your lesser of two literal evils.
Mandalorian on the loose.
Apparently I turned into a Jewish grandfather, too. You would prefer the Jake Lloyd, eh?
You know, it's good for me.
Is it?
Welcome to the Catskills, brought to you by Atlanta, Georgia.
There's a lot of bounty hunters in this parade, but not a lot of bounty.
Well, ever since the post office got less customers, you really have a hard time finding out who is wanted and who is not.
Now, are we assuming that every Mandalorian is a bounty hunter? I mean, can you just is it possible to have an entire culture of bounty hunters? Surely there must be Mandalorian chefs.
Well, there have to be Mandalorian criminals. Otherwise, why would you have that many bounty hunters?
Right.
Mandalorian limousine drivers.
Presumably there has to be an actual legitimate Mandalorian law enforcement. The bounty hunters typically operate to support a law enforcement organization.
Actually, I think one of the Mandalorians might be moonlighting as the Stig.
All right.
I believe what Chewbacca is trying to say there is let the Wookiee march.
You know, I like the fact that we have our Obi-Wan here who's helping direct the parade. And Obi-Wan is a veteran, so the hat actually works.
The hat really sells the look. The veteran hat, that is.
This is not the parade you are looking for.
No, it is not.
I only have the camera. That's okay. No, it's not.
Are we ending this with bagpipers now? Is that the musical bookend?
Those are bagpipers. They're bringing up the end of the parade.
At the end of the parade, we're nearing the end. The twilight.
Actually, there is a bagpiping stormtrooper typically.
You know, we're missing a great parody here with Twi'lek. Yeah. You know, and Breaking Sith.
Stephanie Meyer's Twi'lek.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We should write this down.
He's from the sparkle side of the Force.
That's right.
And the Wookiees in that universe have no chest hair.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is how DC TV
ad.
operates.
Yes. We think of something, then forget it, and a year later we make a joke. That wasn't as funny as the original idea.
It might not have been, the original joke might not have been funny, but
no.
We're gonna roll with it.
Every masterpiece starts with a seed.
And every script starts with a beer.
Every rose has. Wait, no, that's been done.
No. Don't sing anymore. We'll have to pay for the royalties.
The royalties went through earlier. They were in the Game of Thrones section.
Oh, I see what you did there.
They've all died by now.
Oh, you're right.
Really? Yes.
So, yes. Except the children, oddly enough.
Right.
The children live on to rule the world.
Scattered to the four winds. All the adults are dead.
Poor guy cosplaying Sean Bean. That was a bad choice. Off with his role.
Security doing a great job here with the parade this year, keeping people off the street.
Oh, look, Jawas.
The Kilted Trooper Brigade marches off. The KTB.
Well, you got to get some troopers from Scotland.
The Kilted Trooper Brigade.
I hear the best dressed troopers in the galaxy.
I read that somewhere.
Huh. I'm surprised we didn't see Auburn Trooper this year.
Yeah, I know. They can
I
take
didn't
away our pants, but they can never take away our freedom.
Now, I have a grievance with this next float coming down the way here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's all I have.
He's got great forearm strength, though.
I don't even want to dignify either of you with the.
You have nothing handy to throw in there? We're just grasping for puns here. It's all right.
Four lightsabers.
You all right?
Hey, the Legion decided to use some technology and have some of their people not march. This entire float is powered off that one box droid on the back. He's by Craftsman.
You know, they just don't make droids like they used to.
No, they don't. That's why you need a converter to use him on modern electronics. He's 240 volt.
Jay, make some of Jesus take a picture. Take good pictures. Are you thirsty? You need water?
Brian, this gentleman here coming up looks awfully familiar, as if a person who has won a Tauntaun race.
Really? You don't say.
Now, is this one Chad? I'm confused. They all look the same.
I'm not
to me.
sure. They do share a strong family resemblance. Darth Maul is actually doing some product promotion now. He's got his own line of half and half creamer.
Oh, excellent.
Nice, very good, very good.
All right, kids, leave alone.
Where does he sell those half and half creamers at, Brian?
Well, actually, he only sells them at discount stores because they're half price.
Oh.
They're typically in the mall.
I mean,
Is that the answer you're looking for?
I was trying to see there. Yeah.
Is that what you're fishing for there,
I was
Crispy?
fishing for that. Didn't work, did it? Didn't work. It never works. I should know better.
So many of the young men, they pull up your pants and they pull down your shirt. It just doesn't process.
You know, for clone troopers, they come in different sizes.
They do.
Well, you
The
see,
cloning process isn't perfect.
when you use the store-bought mix, you have to make sure to stir it completely. It's really the fresh baked clones that come out the best.
I see.
Although they don't use preservatives, so they last about half as long on the shelf.
Yeah.
How many of them are Hank and how many of them are Dean?
It's hard to tell with the helmets on.
Sometimes when you copy a copy, or a copy of a copy of a copy,
A copy of a copy.
it doesn't come out as well.
Stormtroopers today
Michael
brought to you by
Keaton taught me
Xerox.
this.
Yes.
Xerox is named after Xerxes, the Greek god of reproduction.
I don't think we'll be able to replicate that joke.
Probably not.
No. The locals always very excited to see this turnout on their home streets.
Yeah. Got a lot of kids in the street.
Yeah, the
meeting
crowd
up
is
with
definitely spilling into the parade at this point.
Well, it's close to the end, but it's not actually the end of the parade yet. So we still got a few more minutes to work this out.
I believe these guys are the cravat fighter pilots. Is that right?
Yes.
Cravat fighter pilots.
Yeah, walking is a difficult chore for them. And we're nearing the end of the parade because cleaning up afterwards, oh my goodness, you're gonna love this, ladies and gentlemen. Bob and Carl have recruited And if you look at the back of the parade, the Bob and Carl Broom Brigade is actually going to bring up the rear of this 2011 DragonCon parade.
I find that to be a fitting end, considering.
Yes. I hope they don't drop their brooms because I'm almost out of water. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start wrapping this thing up right now. We thank you once again for your viewing patronage, and to the thousands of fans who came out into the streets, watched this parade, and confused a lot of people who were just coming to downtown Atlanta for Starbucks. Ryan and Crispy, thanks for joining me again in this hot, hot sunlight for this red-hot event.
Always a wonderful time, a wonderful event. Thanks for having us.
Thank you all.
I like it very much. So, from Crispy and Ryan and Dana and, oh geez, the 5 or 6 other people from
We have a long
videography
crew
that are
here.
across the street, my name is Brian Richardson. Thank you very much for watching this, and we'll see you in 2012.